Okay, y'all, we're going to take a look now at worksheet day 28. Again, we're still practicing the slide method. All right, this worksheet is a lot like yesterday's. I want you guys to get good at the slide method. Okay, again, when there's something in front of the x squared or the m squared, whatever that first quadratic term is, and there's no greatest common factor, I can't take anything out of 2 and 3, so slide back to 3. 3 times 21 is 63. All right, now it just says x squared, so I can go right for the answer. And again, you guys, I know this says m squared. I'm just using x's all the time, okay? When you go for the answer, you can just put the x right here. That plus sign, I put it right there. The sign in front of the linear term, I put in the first factor. The second sign tells me that the signs of my two factors are different. So this one's a negative. And I'm looking for two numbers. When I multiply them together, I get 63. When I subtract them, I get 2. 7 and 9. Make sure you put the 7 last and the 9 first, so the bigger number picks up that positive sign. After you do that, you divide the slide. So I divide by 3, because 3 was what I slid back initially. All right, go ahead and simplify then. 9 divided by 3 is 3. This one's already simplified bottom up. Take the 3, put it in front of the x. And that's the answer. All right, so look at the next one. You can slide back to 7 because there's no greatest common factor. 7 times 10, I got 70. Because it says x squared, I can go straight for the answer. The first one is a minus. They're both the same. They're both negative signs in this one. Because when I add them together, I get 17. When I multiply them, I got to get 70. But when I add them together, I get 17. All right, 7 and 10. And I put the little one last, just for practice. I divide both of these by 7, because I slid back to 7 initially. All right, this bottom up this first one, 7x minus 10, because that's already simplified. The second one, 7 divided by 7 is 1. Right? That's the answer. All right, I'm going to speed up here a little bit. Number 3, I slid back to 5. 5 times 24, I got 120. Again, the signs are different in this case. The signs are different, not the same. Make sure that the smaller number goes last and the big one picks up that negative sign. All right, we slid back to 5. So divide the 5, divide the slide. All right. 30 divided by 5 is 6. 4 over 5, just bottom up the 5. All right, sometimes you simplify then bottom up on the same side. It's okay. All right, we're going to do the next one. Again, I slid back to 3. 3 times 7 was 21. This is 5 times 24. All right, I factored in 21 and 1 because that equals 22 when I add them together. All right, I slid back to 3, so I'm going to divide by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. When I simplify, 1/3, take the 3, put it in front of the x. Like that. All right, look at the next one. Again, you slide back to 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 3 times 12 is 36. When you add them together, I get 15. So 3 and 12 are the numbers. I slid back to 9 initially, so I'm going to go ahead and divide the slide, divide it out. First, I got to simplify. I can divide 12 and 9 by 3. That becomes 4/3. I can divide 3 and 9 by 3. That becomes 1/3. I mean, 3 over 9 is 1/3. And 12 over 9, that is 4/3, all right? They're simplified now bottom up. Put the 3 in front of the x in both cases. Okay? is it's okay if your answer is flipped around here. Once you get to the final answer, like this one up here, if the 5x plus 4 was in front, that's okay. As long as it's 5x plus 4 and not 5x minus 4. All right. Next one, 8. And I slid back the 8 times 24, or times 3, I got 24. All right, both the signs are the same and they're both negative. 6 plus 4 is 10. Now I'm dividing back the 8 that I slid back. All right, first simplify. I can divide both of those by 2. So I got 3/4. Again, 6 over 8 is 3/4. Divide both of those by 4. I got a half. There's 4 over 8, that's a half. Now bottom up. 4x minus 3. 2x minus 1. That's the final answer. You can always double check. 4 times 2 is 8. 3 times 1 is 3. They're both negative, so that's positive 3 here. All right, flip it over. Guys, 7 and 8, I kind of did them right here already. You can take a look at them again. I slid back the 9, so I got 360. I factored that 12 and 30, guys. I add those together, I got 42. So 12 and 30, I divided the slide, which was 9. I simplified, bottom up. Same with number 8. I slid back to 8. 8 times 35 is 280. I had to search a while, but I found 14 and 20. The difference between them is 6. Subtract them, I get 6. So make sure you put the 14 last. The 20 had to go with the negative. Then we slid the 8, so divide the slide. Simplify again. Again, so I'm bottoming up the 4 and the 2. All right, number 9 and 10 are both perfect squares. I'm hoping you can recognize it. You don't have to. You can go through the slide and everything on these, which is what I kind of did here. But guys, what I'd like you to do, well, let's go ahead and slide it. Again, 144 I got, so it's 12 and 12. Now, both signs are negative in this one. All right, don't forget that. We slid back to 16. All right, I can simplify. Divide them both by 4. It's 3/4. So our answer then, I'm going to write it as a square. X minus, or 3x minus 4 squared. That's the answer for this one right here. All right, guys, but for this one right here, I just want you to recognize it. Now don't look at this. Look at this right here. What's the square root of 4v squared? Or think of it 4x squared. It's 2x. And what's the square root of 1? It's 1. Are these both positive or negative? They're both positive. That's the answer. Yes, it's a perfect square. You can go right for the answer if you want. I don't do the same with 11 and 12, but these aren't perfect squares. They're the difference between two squares. The square root of 25x squared, or r squared, is 5x. Put it here and here. The square root of 9 is 3. Put it here and here. One's a plus and one's a minus. Again, up here, they're both the same sign because it's a perfect square. But 11 and 12, they're different. Only two terms. The square root of 9x squared is 3x. Put it here and here. The square root of 4 is 2. Put it here and here. And one's a plus and one's a minus. All right, y'all, I have to stop right now. Thank you very much. Hope that helped you.